In the heart of the whispering woods, where the trees stretched tall and the rivers sang sweet melodies, there lived two chipmunk brothers, Gavin and Gabe. They were only a season apart in age, and they argued about everything. Gavin felt like Gabe was always in his way, always taking his acorns, and always getting him into trouble. If Gavin found the perfect nut, Gabe found a way to get to it first. If Gavin built a warm nest, Gabe somehow made it messier. And worst of all, their parents always seemed to let Gabe off the hook. One day, after a particularly bad argument over who got to sit on the sunniest rock, Gavin lost his temper. "I wish I didn't have a brother at all," he shouted. Gabe's ears drooped. His little tail, usually full of excitement, sagged. Without another word, he turned and scurried off into the forest. At first, Gavin felt powerful saying those words. But as the day went on, an uneasy feeling settled in his heart. He had never seen Gabe look so hurt. That evening, their wise old grandfather, Grandpa Oakwhisker, came to visit. He always had a way of knowing when something wasn't right. "You boys look troubled," he said, stroking his long gray whiskers. Gavin hesitated, but finally admitted, "We argued, and I told Gabe I wished I didn't have a brother." Grandpa Oakwhisker sighed and settled onto a tree stump. "You know," he began, "I had a brother too. His name was Thistlepaw. We fought all the time when we were young. One day, in anger, I told him I hated him. And do you know what happened?" Gavin shook his head, ears twitching. "I never got the chance to take it back." Grandpa Oakwhisker's voice was quiet. "A storm hit the next day, and he got caught in a tree hollow before I could apologize. Thankfully, he was rescued. But for hours, all I could think about was how my last words to him had been words of anger, not love." Gavin swallowed hard. He had never thought about how much words could really hurt. The Bible says in 1 John that when we hate someone, it's like having murder in our hearts. Grandpa Oakwhisker continued. "Gavin, is that really what you want?" Gavin's heart sank. "No," he whispered. Grandpa Oakwhisker smiled gently. "Then it's time to make things right." Gavin didn't waste another second. He scurried through the trees, following Gabe's scent. He found his brother curled up under a log, looking sad. "Gabe," Gavin said softly. "I didn't mean what I said. I was mad, but I don't want a life without my brother." Gabe sniffled. "Really?" "Really," Gavin nodded. "I was wrong. You're my brother, and that's more important than any argument." A slow smile spread across Gabe's face. "I forgive you, Gavin." And just like that, the two brothers scurried back home, side by side, knowing that kindness and forgiveness made their bond stronger than ever. What's the moral of the story? Words are powerful. We should use them to build each other up, not tear each other down. When we make mistakes, it's never too late to make things right. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Check out our Kids with Character channel for other stories and educational videos. And we'll see you next time.